Let me tell you a story. On May 24th, 2025, not only did Tidal Wave get dethroned to the #1 spot, but two top ones got verified in one day. More specifically, Thinking Space 2 and Amethyst. These levels are very hard, obviously, and since Amethyst got rated first, I figured that I was gonna go for it first. That was until Thinking Space 2 gets rated like 5 years later and then becomes #1, which meant that I was grinding a #2 demon this whole time. Keep in mind that I worked on Amethyst for like 5 months straight, which meant that right after Amethyst, I have to go for Thinking Space 2. But then suddenly, Flamewall gets verified and literally gets rated, placed on the demon list at #3, but then suddenly gets replaced to #2 with Amethyst becoming #3 and being my hardest for like a month straight. So then, I beat Thinking Space 2, and Flamewall is still #2. But I knew that eventually, if Flamewall got another victor, then it would just become #1, and then I would have beaten Thinking Space 2 for absolutely no reason. Fast forward to another 2 or 3 months, and I find out that my upload schedule is absolutely bunt. So I do an alphabet challenge, but at the end of the day, I figured that after the alphabet challenge, my upload schedule will once again get cooked. So I promised myself that in April I would post at least 5 videos in that month, in which the final video would just be a completion. But I knew that for this finale, it had to be a special level. It couldn't just be a hard level, and it couldn't just be a level super easy. It had to be an extreme demon, and it had to be special. It had to represent something. And since at this point I had already beat the top 3 and top 1, why not just go for the top 2? Because it actually represents something when it comes to just playing the game itself. But just remember that even if I did beat Flamewell beforehand, I would not have chosen Thinking Space 2 or Amethyst for this finale. You wanna know why? Because the level that represented this finale, it wasn't gonna be Amethyst. It wasn't gonna be Tidal Wave. It wasn't even gonna be Thinking Space 2. Because those levels are hard, but those levels were never special. The only level that could represent the title of the ZA finale was this level. So as you'd probably expect, I didn't make much progress on week 1, but I did get 16. Alright, 16. Alright, that's good enough for like day 5. I'm good with that. But around 6 to 7 days later, I managed to get an impressive run of 52 to 100. Bro, bro, what? Bro. So it was pretty safe to say that I was doing pretty good for my first week. Alright, so this part I don't want to die to. I really don't want to die to. Because this is like one of the most annoying parts. So. It was safe to say that week 1 was alright, but I didn't do much progress, obviously. But I did learn the parts that I didn't want to die to. Moving on day 1 of week 2, I got 26. Bro, why am I so consistent on the most random days? Bro, I think like my progress would be fast on this level. Like I probably would have beaten it if the verified level, I think his name's like Quattro Sense. He like super buffed this level and he made it like so hard to play. It's just like it was so annoying, bro. I genuinely like don't see a purpose of him super buffing this level. Cause like bro, it ended up being top 3 when he first got placed on the team list anyways. So like he got just super buffed it for nothing, because like he wanted it to be top 1, it never became top 1. And another fluke to 33% this time. Oh wait, I forgot to say my mic didn't record, so we're just gonna move on to the next clip. Bro, I had to blink. That's not fair. There's honestly like a big chance that like this could be harder than Thinking Space 2. No one knows. Because I feel like while I'm playing this, it's just like, dude, it's hard, bro. Like, I don't know if Thinking Space 2 is harder than this. And I feel like amethyst is harder than thinking space 2 as well. Like, amethyst just feels harder. Like, especially without click between frames. And I'm not like glazing W pop off or anything. This is just like my opinion. But this level sucks. This level is genuinely like unenjoyable. Before I get to say, I did get 46 off camera, but I literally reset it on accident, so that sucked. But since I have 52 to 100, I might as well just get the level in 3 runs. Alright, let's go. 3 runs. Bang! Hooray! But then another surprise came when I fluked it to 59 after getting 46. Yo, I can't scream. It's 1 a.m. Now I have a pretty long word to say, but first I just want to say this level took a very, very long time to beat, and I'm currently editing this on the day before this video is going to come out. I started this on March 1st, and I beat it a long time after. And this is 1 month. This level is genuinely so fried, bro. Like, genuinely, like, top 5 worst experiences of all time. I'm not even joking. And just, like, it's so boring, bro. And there's, like, no fun to it. Like, there's nothing to talk about while I'm playing this level. It's just endless slot of, like, fried levels. Bro, this level sucks. This level actually sucks. So much, bro. It's so bunt. It's so bunt. But as I started to lose motivation and consistency, I suddenly got it back by getting a crazy run of 16 to 100, which was definitely one of the hardest things I've ever done at the time. Yeah, check it out. Yes! Yes! Thank you, bro! Thank you! That run took so long! That run took like 2 hours! Yes! Thank you, Yoko! And surprisingly, my consistency actually stayed. The wheels bus go round and I then got 72. Dude, my finger slipped off my keyboard. No. I would then get 38 to 100, which is still a pretty good run. Yes. Yes, bro. Oh my days. What? Here's where things actually started to get scary. You see, it was already the 19th of April. And I thought I was pretty set since I had about 2 weeks to beat this. But since the 22nd was my birthday, I might as well just cross it out. And since there were still 11 days left to beat Flamewall, I thought it was pretty reasonable. Until I had a lot of classes on 20, 21, and 23, so I just had to cross them out. This worried me a lot. My best was still 72, and I had to beat the level within barely a week. And if I don't beat it in time, then there's no other option. And with a matter of time, it would be eventual until I just don't beat it. I just wouldn't be Flamewall and I would fail everything. And my best would not just be only 72, but it would be nowhere near 100. I would have to fluke the entire level to actually post a video on time, since I only had less than a week. And eventually, I would reach the same fate as Zoink and Quattro Cento. No! No! What is that? What is that? What is that, bro? What is that? Nah! I got 99! No! That was the easiest click of the whole mistake! No! What is that, bro? What is that? I fight demons every every single day. Every single day of my life. You know how much I did for this, bro? What is that, bro? No! 99! Are you joking, bro? What is that? As the days moved on, I lost consistency. After getting 99, I just felt myself upon a bunch of stress and a bunch of grief, and I had many tests coming up. I couldn't even lock in, even if I wanted to. And before I could even think, it was already the 29th. I have one more day to beat Flamewall. I had so many questions, like, when will I get my consistency back? When will I get another good run? When will I just have the ability to actually do something with this level? But the only question that stuck out was, am I gonna fail on my first year? Yes! Oh my, bro, one day, bro, I beat it one day before I had to post this video. I almost had to scrap it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, bro. Bro, that was so nerve-wracking. That was so nerve-wracking. Alright, so, yeah, that's how I beat Flamewall, bro. I don't know how much else I'm supposed to say. But, here, I'll just give a speech. So, this video was almost scrapped because I almost didn't beat it in time, bro. I beat it, like, 12 hours before, the, the time this video is coming out, bro. So, it was almost scrapped. I almost failed. I almost, didn't beat this level in time. So, yeah, that's something to know. This level took me about 200,000 attempts, and if you're wondering why it's said that I got 104 mana orbs after I beat it, even though I died at 99%, it's because apparently I didn't know this happened, but I guess my game crashed the day I got 99%, and my progress got reset back to 72%. So yeah, that's why I got 104 orbs. I don't even know if that's the right calculation, but maybe there's something else that I didn't know about. But yeah, that's something to know, I guess. Dude, this level is it's something, man. It's hard. It's long, you know. But at the end of the day, it's still doable. And I mean, I wouldn't recommend it if you're looking for a fun extreme demon. It's not really that fun. It's kind of dry. But I mean, if you're looking for an extreme demon that's really up high on the demon list and you want to jump to it and your hardest is I don't know, a medium extreme demon, I don't know, top 400, Yeah, I'd 100% go for it because I think it's the most doable in the top 10 when it comes to like being a, I guess, intermediate player. I mean, definitely not the most doable, but definitely the most side readable and like definitely the most like the easiest one to learn aside from like every end. So yeah, that's something to know about this level. Overall, my enjoyment rating is like a 4 out of 10. Some maybe actually no, a 3 out of 10 because this level sucks. Um, I mean, I love the level. I love the song. Great song, and obviously it's a great level. I could never in my life imagine a 7 minute long level being like this good. It's probably my favorite XXL level. Um, yeah, and that's basically the finale of ZA. I will, I will eventually do another ZA next April. Because ZA, it it is in April. It's meant to be in April. So next year there will be another one, and I guess you'll just have to wait and see what happens in that one. But now I just want to tell you my plans. Um, I have school, obviously. I'm a seventh grader actually. So if you know anything about seventh grade, there's a very hard upcoming test. It's called the SHSAT, and yeah, it's something, man. And I gotta take that obviously, and I'm not gonna choose this game over my life. So I will do it, and that does unfortunately mean that I do have to take a small break. But this break is a little different. I'm not exactly like gonna stop playing the game. So what's gonna happen is I have this level called Lost Memory. I've already showcased it on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be verifying it. And about during the whole summer, I will be verifying it. I might not be that active, but I will post a lot of TikToks, a lot of YouTube shorts on it. And hey, I'm not gonna post that much this year, but I always have a TikTok. Feel free to look at that. You know, and I'm not gonna beat that many levels. I'm sorry. Like my plan is to beat one more hard level that's on the demon list, and then I go into my break. Where my break is just verifying lost memory. But the thing about lost memory is that the verification, like I'll play it once every like 3 days, so I'm not gonna be playing it that much. It's like a special verification. So yeah, just know that I guess. But yeah, this level's hard, man. Uh, I don't recommend Flamewall if you're looking for a fun level, but I do recommend it if you want to jump to it. If you want to jump to it, go ahead, man. That's just me though. All right. If you don't think it's for you, then well, it's not for you. So